Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv / the Xisuma. We just got done playing Mind Over Magnet. Really cool little puzzle game. Played the demo, took about 20 minutes. Looks like we're live. Forgil, thank you for the banana. So yeah, talking about stuff that I need to do, right? I need to mine all of this. I also forgot that I wanted to turn it into a little replay mod time-lapse thing, maybe. Let's get the camera account on here. Y'all can see Minecraft, right? There shouldn't be an issue. I did have another game streaming a minute ago, but shouldn't cause a problem. Let's get it going. God, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, I sneezed. Right, let's get this camera account on. We've got a noise in the ear. What is it here? It be Blockhead. Thank you for gifting those subs and subscribing now, my dude. Much appreciated. Right, camera account's on. Let's get to work. You saw the tour and it was really cool, says Kara Amika. It really was. It was something. I don't know why we haven't done that before, you know. Oh, look at this. When we mine these blocks, some of them are going to be stuck under the pistons. That's kind of annoying. Thank you for the bless yous in chat as well. I appreciate that. Anyway, we've got blocks to mine, as you can see. Yeah, they end up sitting on the pistons. Please bless me, X. I bless you. With the power invested in me by the derp. Or something. You know? Right, so if I want to go down here and do the next row, we can actually use that. Oh no, not the derp god. You asked for it! You asked for it, buddy. I just delivered. Yeah, we're also going to end up needing like blocks on the edge to stop the copper from potentially going past the player. It can do that. Most of the time you kind of pick up a block as it randomly like flies away, but on occasion you seem to miss them for some reason. Is X the derp god? Possibly, quite possibly. You said 1.20.6 instead of 1.21 in yesterday's tour, right? No. We haven't updated to 1.20.6 yet. Still working on it. There's a few mods that are lagging, but once they're done, we're good. Well, we need to test. We need to update and test. It's kind of annoying. Like, the under the hood changes, they just... I know they need to be done, but they just throw so many questions. And it just makes updating, I don't know, a little more frustrating. But more so, the fact that it's like split between two updates. I don't think I like this new update cycle of putting constant development into minor updates. Yeah, we're not updating straight to 1.21. Like, better to update like one update at a time and catch any issues before they become a bigger problem, really. At least that's the plan. Hopefully we'll catch the issues. Who else is online? It's just false. Okay. I was going to say, it's nighttime. Usually hermits sleep, you know. Does the old mini HUD version work for 1.20.1? I think there's a version of that out, yeah. Are you ultimately updating to 1.21, says your old? No, we're never updating to 1.21. Never. Ugh. Yeah, of course we are. Like, if they bring out another couple of updates while this season is running, we'll be updating to those too, right? I'm that one dude who says, look at Xisuma doing stuff. I'm so proud. He's mining blocks. Oh, I've never seen him do that before. Never seen that, have we? Love the music, X. Can't find it on streaming though. Yeah, I don't think it's ever been published outside of YouTube. What version is HC on currently? 1.20.4. We updated and now all items despawn instantly on death. Oh, wow. That's not good. Did you change any, like, settings or something? I don't know. Settings, what am I saying? Like, do you have a data pack that might mess with that and needs fixing? Who plays Minecraft Bedrock? Not me. Don't have much of a reason to. I'll tell you what, I would if they just fixed the mouse and keyboard movement feel. Like, it's one of the weirdest things about playing Bedrock is like... Oh, whoops. Is how awkward the movement feels. Bad rock. Bad rock. This is satisfying, says Mystoria. What, mining the blocks? Some good tea. I've let it go a little cold though. Noel Craft, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Good old slurpy slurp there. You play Bedrock because you got some friends that play on it, but you prefer Java. Yeah, I think anyone who's... I mean, it's got to be 9 times out of 10 people would prefer Java, right? It's just the compatibility. Bedrock is what's there. Minecraft is your favourite game of all time since 2011. Wow. Been playing a long time, I see. For me, it's almost like it's a little bit more than a game. It's kind of a meta... would you say meta game? You know, it's not just a game. It's my YouTube channel and career and all this kind of stuff as well. So, never expected that when I started playing this, you know. But when I did start playing it, it was definitely a game that had something different to offer. Minecraft feels like an engine at this point. If it had been built from day one to be a game engine, then oh my goodness me. Would it be something else? But yeah, it's an engine for making other games. It's a clear development decision they've made. Who's online right now? Just me, False, and the other Xisuma. The Discord bot is late again. I don't even know about the Discord bot. You started playing in 2010 from EFO, but didn't become your favourite game until a year later. Okay. You're playing on the Hermitcraft 6 World download now. Any cool things I should go check out? Yeah, there's loads of cool things. They're all over the place, so go check them out. Lady Remedy, 80 Thor, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. I tell you what, I'm bored of this Premier Inn advert. You going travelling? Why don't I use David anymore? Because David is in a different world. It is no longer a part of Hermitcraft because we're in the next season. Also, I think this, honestly, now that I've done... David was amazing, but I would say the setup that we have right here compared to David... This is probably better. The only thing that like you can say about David is that it oxidizes copper quickly, but it does it with like the need for so much more space. That you know what really trumps it with this method is just the overnight session. The fact that it can coincide with just I don't know AFKing at a farm overnight. It's kind of yeah. It just makes this method make so much more sense. Like, when do you actually need to have it age as quick as possible, right? So the trade-off is, it takes longer to age, but that doesn't make too much of a difference. And then, look at how many blocks I'm mining here. You know, it's going to be like I don't know, at least 10 plus sessions of using David. So unfortunately, you know, the next thing to do is to put a blast chamber on the end of this. I've got some ideas on how to do it, but I think it's going to be very technical and very precise. So I'm umming and ahhing a little bit about how to do it, but I'll get to that. And if I can get it to work, then we attach that to this. And essentially, when we've got a full batch of blocks like I'm mining right now, we simply input the same amount of new blocks, right? And then that pushes all of the old ones out into the blast chamber. And if the blast chamber successfully does what it's supposed to do, then hey presto. You know, we've got a crazy amount of copper. By the way, I was about to say, my inventory should be getting close to filling up, because this thing does over a shulker box's worth, right? So we'll do that. We'll do that. How blast resistant is copper? Pretty blast resistant. Yeah, we're going to use TNT duping. If you used regular TNT, the price of it would be pretty insane. I do have mixed feelings about using TNT dupers, even though I use them. I do think it's something that needs to be addressed properly at some point. Are you still friends with Python? Of course. Of course I am. What are my opinions on the new mace weapon? Well, I haven't used it in survival yet. When I've used it in survival, I have a better idea of what I think about it. You know, properly, not just in a snapshot video. Would you use TNT dupers if sand was renewable? Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying, well, if sand was renewable and farmable, yeah, I think I get what you're saying now. That would stop me using the duper, because I can craft the TNT, I can bring gunpowder and sand from other farms to the location where you're doing... Yeah, in fact, that honestly sounds like the easiest solution. I've always said having... Oh, now I know why it's not, but I've always said having a block that you feed TNT to make the blasts would be cool. The problem is that TNT dupers can do it when moving, right? That's what changing the sand doesn't address. So it does address using a static TNT duper, but it doesn't address moving ones. So like having a moving TNT duper type thing, that's like the edge case that's difficult to solve for. Dispensers are not pushable, exactly. So that's your problem, right? Right. If you could move dispensers, that would sort that out. Yes, it would. I mean, movable tile entities has been requested for a long time. And yeah, Bedrock already has it. It's a strange one. I imagine maybe one day they'll get around to bringing it to Java. Instead of a cobble gen, a piston feed tape with sand and gravel in a loop. Don't know what you're getting at there. Any goofy ideas for using the face that you can't put... Fact, do you mean, that you can put leads on boats now? Oh, I'm sure there'll be plenty of uses for that. It'll make capturing mobs a lot easier, that's for sure. Java have chest, minecart, and other movable storage, but they're not tile entities. No, tile entities are blocks. They're just entities. Slightly lucid, announcing you're a derp. Okay. Right, let's get under here. 1.20.1 or 1.20.4, which is better? I don't really care to say one is better than the other. They're just two different versions of Minecraft. I watch Raindrops says, aren't we all derps? If you watch me, the likelihood is high. Leasable chest boats, yep. Double chest boats? I don't think that's the thing, dude. What's my favourite biome? Dunno. Making your own biomes probably more interesting. Cool. Mining this has taken what, 15 minutes so far? Are we near the end? It's over a minute for each section. Ah! That ain't good. Get under there. Was this copper machine in the video? You didn't see it. No, it's not in a video yet. The video that I'm currently making is the one it's in. How effective would a derp army be ran by X? Terribly ineffective. How long AFKing to reach this level of oxidization? Just overnight, around 8 hours. That's what's so great about it. It just coincides with like an overnight AFK session. So put this next to a farm, 2 birds, 1 stone and all of that. They're more effective at taking themselves out rather than the enemy. Yeah, exactly. You're asking for trouble. If you hire the derp army, you're going up against them, well, easy victory. Xisuma, you remember when you, Famesy and King were making the public server? They're friends of mine. I don't think you might have me confused with someone else. Or do you mean the Hermitcraft public server? There were 2 people on there. I didn't make that though. I just you know, promoted it when it was out. Yeah, the public Hermitcraft server. It's not a public Hermitcraft server. It's my server that has the Hermitcraft worlds on it. I didn't make any of that though. I didn't put any of it together. May School did all of it. Hey X, do you recommend studying a course related to IT? Yeah, I don't think it could harm you to learn more about computers, especially if you're interested in them. I prefer to take out 2 stones with 1 bird, but you need a large bird to hold 2 stones of weight. Okay. May School says, I need to update things for that public server. Oh, Mason, if you could help us with the other thing I asked you about, we really need that at the moment. It'd be great if you could do that. I've been really struggling to get everything together, and we need to test it all. Because these under the hood changes, they look kind of nasty. Oh, right. I haven't checked my DMs in a while because I've been streaming, but thanks for replying. I'll get back to you later on it. What's been my favourite music album released so far this year? Was the new Kiros album released this year? I'm pretty sure it was. I get through so many records, and I've been thinking recently, like, what musicians have really stuck recently? Like, everyone has their like their little tier system or like map of musicians in their head, right? Oh look, the last bit here ain't even a thing. We just get to take these. And I was thinking, like, what are the most recent bands that have sort of elevated into those top tiers? They really feel like they're something special you want to listen to over and over again. I was thinking Kyros have really done that, and I think they've done it more so with their latest record. That one's really been stuck on my head, so I've got a feeling that might be one of my records of the year right there. Let's get... Should we do a little time-lapse edit on stream? See if I can swap that over quickly. Not that way, this way. Y'all should see replay mod now. Oops, that's the wrong thing. What genre is Kyros playing? It's kind of like prog rock, prog metal, a lot of just very energetic music that kind of pulls from a fair few different places, to be fair. I feel like prog rock and prog metal is a bit too broad to like point at, but go give them a listen. You'll know what I mean. At times they sound a bit like Genesis in a way, and they use like a lot of wall of sound production style, which I really like. I think 20 seconds is more than enough. Okay, and then just pick a couple of camera angles. The thing is, though, I actually kind of start in the wrong place, don't I? See if we can capture it all by turning the camera a bit here. Don't know what this is going to look like. It sort of ends like here, or something. See, then I'm off camera for a little bit, which kind of sucks. Then I reappear. And that's very nicely positioned, that. Yeah, I think I could do something with that. I'm going to elongate it a bit. I think you don't always have to show everything you've done to get a point across. So whenever I edit this, just the fact that, you know, I've shown myself mining some of it will really help, I think. You're not off camera that long, says Lightly Lucid. Yeah, not that long at all. Why not do a down and back up motion with the camera? Just too much effort. I'm not trying to create art with a little bit of time lapse. It's just to sort of show you something in action. I'll probably even like crop and pan part of the video, you know? Like basically, when you're using replay mods, you got to remember you can also edit stuff later on. So like, I don't think the viewer wants to actually see you mine every single block in a perfectly panned out time lapse or anything. It's more about getting the point across. And there's definitely some footage there that I can zoom in on and crop, and it will totally work just fine. So that's good, you know. The next thing we'll do, I think, is like load up the whole thing. I need to pop back to the other one over here. So we should have more than a full shulker box at this point. Oh, it's that one, which is good. Now what we want to do is put 31 stacks into this machine and send it out again. And that I will also time-lapse. And that one we will try and do a better job of. Okay, so we want to fill that up first. There's your first 9, right? 10, 11, 12, 13... Okay, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's the way we do it. We get a noise in the air. Hey, May School! 111 months with Evil X in the dungeon. Oh, 111. Crazy, my dude. Thanks for everything you do. That is crazy. That is so much copper. Where did it all come from? I don't know. Probably the copper farm. But don't tell anyone because, you know. Why would we tell anyone we got a copper farm? So, yeah, I'm going to place this stuff down and we're going to time lapse it. I'm going to finish this tea first. What copper farm did I make? You'll have to wait and see. Will people go even deeper in the dungeon after 10 years, 120 months? Nah, I've not got anything planned for that. Although, I think there might be like a 10-year badge or something. I think I put a 10-year badge in place at one point. In fact, that might be what the golden Evil X is. Like the 10-year is the golden one. We got Rambling PJ here for 38 months. Tier 3 subscription. Thank you so much, my dude. Just finished watching the Hermitcraft server tour and all the elevator stuff reminded me of professional hermits. Yeah, it had a bit of that vibe to it. I tried to just be a bit hands-off with my tour. I know what I'm like. I can just drone on about stuff and you just lose people. So I thought I'll let them have a look around and comment on some things that they're interested in and see how that goes. Right, this next bit might take a minute. I don't think I'm forgetting anything here. Although I think there's supposed to be like a block directly behind me. I'll go ahead and do that for now. And then we hold down right click. And now we get to chat X because... Well, that didn't last very long, did it? I'm gonna put like half a stack there. I think that number very slowly goes downwards. Anyway. Now, you know, now I just gotta hold down click. Constantly. While this thing loads up. So, let's chat. What's going on? What's the plan for today, says Noah Parks? After this, I just have to refer to my list of things to do on stream. I think I've got some repairing to do over at Loglands. The TNT dupers, both of them blew up. I think there might be something wrong with the redstone that I built for it. NB, welcome to the stream. It's super funny having streamers pronounce my name, and it's just great. I mean, we probably pronounce it incorrectly, I imagine. Noah Parks says, thanks for noticing me. It's what I'm here to do. I'm here to notice my chat. You think they patched TNT dupers? Well, not in this update, so I'm going to keep using them. What's my current music obsession? Probably Kyros, I think, like we were discussing earlier. Although, man, if you're a metalhead, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, those like breakdown riffs, they get stuck in your head sometimes, and I'm always obsessed with something heavy. And I was reminded of Code Orange, and one of their records that came out 4 years ago, and it's got this song called Last Ones Left, and oh my god, the riff at the end, so good. I've been listening to that again. Lucro says, you're terrible at it though. Let me just grab my banhammer. Rude. Rude. The copper looks satisfying. It does. It does look satisfying to watch it roll out. The dispenser can barely keep up though. Look, it really has slowed down, which is kind of interesting because one of the things I was thinking about with the blast chamber is that you got to throttle the speed of the input. In fact, the way having a blast chamber would work would mean that the platform would be loaded. So this input speed, if regulated to the blast chamber speed, not really a problem. You want the two to work in sync. So if we have to slow this down a little bit I don't think that's going to be like a bad thing, really. Anyway, we've got a few blocks oxidizing already as it goes. Why aging copper, says John Lace. Who knows? Who knows why? Peeps, chat, why am I aging the copper again? Why do I want oxidized copper? I've completely forgotten. Oh, put all this time and effort into it, and I don't even know why I'd want to age the copper. Why would you want to age copper in Minecraft? Goodness me, I do not know. In fact, why do I even play Minecraft? I'm really confused about it, to be honest. So you can turn it into unaged copper with an axe. Oh, that was it. But I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, we're aging the copper so we can put it into my unaging machine where I use my wax to... my axe? Those words are way too close together. I use my axe to turn it back to regular copper. I'm always here to help where I can. And you do a wonderful job. Yeah, look at this though. The dispenser isn't really keeping up with its maximum speed. If I had a stack in my hand, it would. So yeah, I think controlling the speed of this a little better, and then adding the blast chamber at the end, probably possible if this thing runs a bit slower. Is this evil X or normal X, says Jules? I can never tell the difference. Unicorns like says it's just a simple block game. You forget that Redstone exists sometimes. Redstone's probably my favorite aspect of this game, really. I have Freecam, Hootie. That's how I'm able to fly around while my character is over there. I press a button and I can look around. It's super cheaty, but it's also super useful. I think there are times when using it is a little lame, like if you're caving and on the lookout for mobs and you're going to use it to look around a corner or something. It becomes very easy to use, like a bit of an instinct to just sort of press the button. But other times like this, it just makes so much sense. Because otherwise we'd be bored right now, right? We'd be totally bored. John Lace, I am not in creative mode, I'm in survival. I've just simply detached my camera from my player. So my player is over here, doing what it needs to do, and I'm just flying around holding down right click. Alien says this isn't cheating, this is useful. When you cheat yourself. If you enter a cheat code to pass a level, and then you enjoy the next one, and that's fine with you, that's cool. Right? It's up to you. If you want to mod hack a game, make it do something different, not cheating. When you play with other people, though, you got to agree. And here on Hermitcraft, we've agreed that Freecam is okay. So, you know, Hermitcraft does many things that changes the initial conditions of vanilla, and the fact that we agree on it means that we're not cheating one another, and we're playing the game we want the way we want to play it. Or you skip an annoying bug that prevents you progressing. Yeah, that's another one. Why not have a TNT duper at the end and bring those coppers back to the dispenser? What are you saying? Just once it's gone through, blow it up and send it back again? That's kind of interesting that you would keep it in a loop. So you're saying, like, eventually I might start placing these ones after they're blown up. That's really not the way to do it, because it takes 8 hours for this to oxidize. But I guess then you could filter out fully oxidized ones. So you keep it going in a continuous loop with the blast chamber, and then you filter out any that are fully oxidized. So rather than having an 8-hour session and then getting rid of it all, you just leave it running for 8 hours. That's actually an interesting idea. I can't help but feel it would rely way too much on, I don't know, something not going wrong. You could also run it a lot slower if you chose to do that. You could like place a block every second or something. Give them more time on the platform to age. That's definitely an interesting idea. Definitely an interesting idea. The thing though is that the bigger the platform you have here, the more opportunities you have to age this stuff. So if I then built an... do you know what? I think I'm going to end up expanding what we've got here. If I then send all of these blocks back to the beginning, put the blast chamber near where I am, and implement that, That is a very curious approach. Now, I've finished holding down right click. Actually, I haven't because the game's done that automatically, right? I was going to say it's going to continue pushing out more blocks, but it didn't because I ran out, as I should do. Okay, done. Where'd I put the aged ones? That's the one I want. Also, let's get rid of the camera account. That's actually, honestly, like, that really now feels like a very interesting idea. Huh. Crafty Masterman in chat saying, is this the copper thing you're asking about in SciCraft? Yeah, I need a little bit of help. Let's grab mini HUD. Let's open up ticks. So I'm not standing in the correct spot, but I needed to know this, right? When I am up there at the witch farm, the whole contraption is inside of where things get updated. So that's what I needed help with figuring out. Now, I'm going to put a blast chamber on the end of this contraption, but someone just suggested that if I'm continuously placing blocks here, and the blast chamber is part of the process of it going around in a circle, we could filter out fully aged blocks. Which, the fact that it's going to take 8 hours to age them all is interesting. So if it could continuously run without fail for 8 hours, then if you had like a 16-hour session, you would get all of those blocks oxidized and given back to you. It's a very interesting concept. I think the fact that this stuff ages quite slowly makes it perhaps a little too novel, but definitely worth investigating. Anyway, we get to leave the area now. Before we do, let's not stay logged in for a second. Let's Ashtonin Zuriva. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. It's greatly appreciated, my dude. We're gonna hop in here and just turn that into a time lapse. Okay. Pause. One here. Again, just need about 30 seconds of footage, right? Come to the end. It's moved my timer. Right, now this one, I think we might be able to get the camera movement to be more interesting if we start here. Probably a little further back, so we can keep quite a lot in the shot. Now I'm going to try something a little different here. I like to do this every now and then with a time lapse. What's our position? I don't actually know. Is that a 1000? So minus 1000. Let's just change that to a 7. Brilliant. So if we go in the opposite direction now, which is bringing the numbers down. It's about, oh wait, 1066, wasn't it? It's about 100 blocks across. If I do that, okay, we're going to have to go a little further than that. And then change this. There's 15 sections of it, so if I go to like 96, we're going to be roughly on the same footing. I think we want to go back to the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need to go forward a little bit more still. About another, maybe 30 blocks. That feels more like it. Let's go ahead and render that. Actually, let's do a quick preview. Your browser just crashed. Thanks for letting me know, dude. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate you telling me. Thank you for that. If there's anything I could do to help, man, let me know. Also, follow me on Twitter. I can see it's on the screen, so I get to say it. Yeah, I feel like we're a little bit behind it being in the very center. And so I'm actually just going to slow down the time a little bit here. Let's just take off, like, the last 40 seconds, and I reckon that'll do. So If I need to change that later, I can come back. You edit keyframes manually when it's required for, yeah. Like it's quite good to think in the different ways. Like when you use the replay mod, it's not just the replay you're creating. What you do with it in the editing suite is another aspect of it, and then manipulating what you want to do through the keyframes that you can control and yada yada yada. Like all of those can be pretty helpful at times. Hey, do you like Eminem? When I was growing up and getting into music, you know, I was, you know, what was popular and what I was learning about that wasn't, you know, current. I was watching VH1 because television and all that. Learning about NWA and Metallica. Loved that. And then who else was really big at the time? Limp Bizkit and Eminem over on MTV. So like those are some big musicians of my formative years, so to speak. Okay, we'll take whatever we got there. Very nearly full up. Dang. Very nearly full up. I'll take it. Do you like M&Ms? Says Hootie. Nah, I don't really like candy and sweets that much. But Potato says, I remember TV, ... Yeah. It's dying a slow and painful death, I think. I think I missed a noise in here as well. Hiluk Zoni, thank you for 6 months. Saying hi, X, how are you? I'm good, thanks for asking. Behind Blue Eyes still hits hard, in my opinion. What, the Limp Bizkit one? Ugh. Metallica from Fortnite, says Exotic Buzz. Yes, that Metallica, known for being in Fortnite and not much else. That Metallica, yes. Jeez. Their only contribution to this world, being in Fortnite. That band, yes, that Metallica. God. Wouldn't have known about them if it weren't for good old Fortnite, my favourite game. Woo. Love me some Fortnite with the forting and the knighting and all that stuff. God, what a good game. What a good game. Today you listen to my Spotify music. Thank you for listening, dude. Appreciate it. Let's go put these in the back. They're going to be reserved for something else. The secret plans. Ooh. Ooh. I think I need another redstone box. Let's take that. Need some red dye from somewhere. Like here. Hey, did you know what Scott did? Says hello, dear Arnia. Oh, Scott? Oh, Scott. What did Scott do? Yeah, Scott from Scott Streets. Jeez, who's Scott? Come on. Did you hear what Sam did? Oh, what did Sam do, eh? Which Sam? That Sam? This Sam? What Sam? Come on. I did that the wrong way around, didn't I? That goes here. Scotty don't know, says May Scott. Not even Scott knows what Scott did. I mean, that's concerning. You Scott to tell me about it now. Jeez, I'll shut up. I thought Metallica was from Stranger Things, says Hippo Bessie. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Ishan, thank you for the 500 biddies. You enjoyed the Hermit Tours. Such a great idea. I commend Joe for getting us to do that. Really great idea to hold that periodically, I think. Okay, we got to go over to another dimension. I mean area. Another area of the server. Anyway, who is Scott? Who asked that question? Where's the answer? Hello, Duraria, or whatever it was. Come on! I can't believe this. The cheek, the nerve to... I'm in anticipation now of who this mysterious Scott is and why I might wonder what they did. Oh, what did they do? It could have been anything. Man, what if they cured cancer? Or sent a person to Mars? Oh my god. What did Scott do? Tell me already. Jeez. I'm losing my patience over here. Travis Scott? I mean, do we refer to people by their surnames? Don't think anyone's ever done that ever. Okay. Yeah, look at this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh boy! Whew, couple of explosions. I'm thinking what I might do is set up an obsidian wall up to the top here, but the issue could be my redstone. It's going to be easier to look at if I've rebuilt it, is kind of the thing, you know. Let's go actually rebuild it. Your neighbour Scott, he's mowing his lawn right now. Oh, thank you for telling me. Oh, now I can rest easy. Seriously, whoever asked that question has not replied and told me yet. I'm so upset. I mean, the cheek to ask a question and not follow up with the answer. Just some people, eh? Oh, I'm going to go into a Twitch chat and leave you hanging. Right, I think we need torches up there, as well as slime blocks, rails, repeaters, redstone things, maybe an observer, probably sticky pistons, maybe a torch, definitely a torch, maybe even a fence gate. I think I need a couple of mine carts, which I thought I might have in here. No. Get our mine carts back. Yep, look, some of the broken components came back this way. Well, oh yeah, I need some blocks. We'll reuse these. We'll reuse these for sure, for sure. Right, we only got one fence gate though. Right, I'm giving up on the Scott thing. Did you hear what Jim did to Scott after though? Oh, Jim's getting involved. Goodness me. When did Hermitcraft become so advanced, Sasuti? Hermitcraft's been... I'd say season 1 was probably pretty tame on the technical side, but then we invited Cube Hamster and he came on and built like crazy contraptions. So, probably you could say since halfway through season 1, I think. Like I was a redstoner, but I was quite mild in the beginning. I'm a mild. That's Xisuma. He's a mild redstoner. Oh. His heart's only halfway. His heart's only halfway in it. Yeah, like season 2 though, I started to get a bit more ambitious. I think my redstone has always leaned towards survival Minecraft farms. I've never really done any like logic systems. I don't know, like storing data in redstone, you know, bits and stuff like that. I've not really done. My thing's always been very closely related to survival, so I haven't built any kind of like big computer components. Used a little bit of logic gates here and there, but nothing crazy. I did make lights out. That wasn't in Hermitcraft though. That was on... Oh, I could actually build that again on Hermitcraft, I guess. That was in a just a creative world. And one of the things that I loved about that project is that I would sit on my lunch break with a notepad and figure out everything that I needed to do. And then when I would come home and work on it, it was quite easy because I had broken down the logic of the game into these different systems. And I just had to build the systems, right, and make them interact with each other. So I didn't really run into that many issues because I'd already figured it all out, you know. It's going to be helpful to have this on this side, I'm not sure. Logic redstone is fun. You should try it again sometime. I need a motivation, right? Like if I had a mob farm design or something where counting or doing something like that was really valuable, then I would enjoy it. Unless I have like an underlying intrinsic motivation to do something, I kind of like, dear Lord, I kind of like struggle to yeah, get into it, right? Oh dear Lord. So I guess I'm gonna need lights up here. The thing with this area is that the trees may grow over the lights again. I know what we need to do though. I need more of these blocks that we use in this area, and I haven't brought the ender chest that has them in, so we'll take a trip back to the base. Go grab those and then come back again. Crafty says, I've only really recreated games in Minecraft. Minesweeper is a pretty good challenge. I did Minesweeper last season, and it was an explosive treat, let's say. I did that in survival. I would... You know, here's another thing, right? Like, you can make your own game, right? Now, I sort of half attempted to do this once, but I found it really difficult to get going, to be frank. Like, if you look at a double chest and imagine a chessboard, like, there are tiles here, and if you have pieces on them, you can have rules. So, unfortunately, 8x8 isn't here, but if we had 8x8 chests in Minecraft, well, you got a chessboard. Right, you can easily just rename some items and play a game of chess with a friend inside of a chest, right? But what if you made your own little game using that 6x9 grid, right? And I tried to mess around with that idea a bit, but it didn't quite work for me. I haven't really engaged my game creating side for a long time because I've got a couple of projects in the works. And until they're finished, I didn't really want to get carried away with following other ideas. I wanted to sort of see them through. But yeah, that was like a little interface inside of the game where I thought, you know, you can add custom textures for items. So you can sort of like make your own equivalent of chess pieces or whatever. And if you have a bunch of rules, then, you know, why not? Right, see, I banged my head on something when I was placing this. I think I was just off to one side. It wasn't... There was an obsidian block missing. That would be really strange. Alright, I see what's going wrong. I need to shift. Let's put a torch there. Uh-huh. Making your own game is a completely different process. You need to be more creatively mindset and whatnot. Yeah, so you're like... Yeah, you're right. Like, what I was proposing was a creative challenge. If you're looking for like a pure redstone challenge, can I put this thing into Minecraft? That's obviously a different kettle of fish, yeah. You can maybe make a board game mock-up of tunnel rats in the chest UI. Possibly, yeah. Flappy Bird, but it's in the Minecraft inventory. I guess you could use data packs to manipulate it and then do something like that. Xisuma, if you know pixel riffs, then we have a problem, my friend. Why is that? Sniper, you better follow up on that. NETH, thank you ever so much for 8 months with the Prime. Appreciate that, my dude. Thank you for using the old Amazon Prime on me. Hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. Yeah, you can't be telling me something's up and then just walking out of here. Hey, does Scar listen to Eminem? Says hello, Jeraria. You're finally back, and you're not telling me what's up with Scott. What is wrong with you? We've been waiting to hear about Scott, and you're asking about does Scar listen to Eminem? Well, as Scar's personal music player, which I am widely known for on the internet. That's right, Scar doesn't have, you know, Spotify. He has me. You know, he tells me what moods he's in. He rings me up. I play some music down the phone for him. I can obviously tell you what Scar listens to as that person. So you've come to the right place here in my Twitch chat. Oh, yes, you have. Oh, any questions about what Scar's listening to, you are definitely in the right place. And I'll tell the answer. But first, Sniper says, I don't know what you mean, my friend. Oh, you are a filthy troll. You are a filthy troll. I smell. I think you were talking about a post exposing Smager, saying he had relations with a minor. Unsure if it's true. I just saw that. Well, if you don't know if it's true or not, probably not a good idea to get involved in such accusations, because they are pretty darn severe. So, you know, I don't know anything about that, and therefore I'm not going to comment on it. Let's move on. Scar is listening to Cat Dog. Wasn't that like a Nickelodeon show? Right. We got blocks to place here, and I think I kind of need to get round to the other side a little bit. Might need an ender pearl. Got to place some torches over there too. Let's do that before we forget. So get up on top of here. So I think the way to do it is to just put like a torch at a similar level. Maybe one up there too. No, actually I don't like that. Don't like that. Lights up the back wall too much. I think what we got to do is come outside of this space where the tree goes and put a torch there. And go a little higher and put another one again. And then that way the light's going to spread around and we're going to cover most of this space. Stop things from spawning. God, we're solving problems today, we are. Yeah, I think that means... one more. Something like that. Nope, I'm in the wrong spot. Goes there. So then... 1, 2, 3. And then it's here, isn't it? What is my favorite music artist right now? Oh, we talked about that earlier. Jesse is about to fight the wither for the first time. Any tips? Use potions. Use potions. Okay. I think that'll do. I do actually have like mini HUD over here, so light levels. Yeah. Oh no, it's not good enough. We need to go around to the other side then. Also, that's wrong. So let's fix it. Okay, let's turn off the light levels and mini HUD. Don't need that anymore. And that'll do. Okay, pop around to the other side. How many blocks was it again? 1, 2, 3. That's the way you do it. That's a good measurement. So 1, 2, 3, and then it's this block here, and we'll put a torch there. Hootie tried to build a TNT launcher to destroy your friend's base. Dude, what? That doesn't sound right. You're doing a base war thing. Okay, so you ended up bouncing your TNT launcher back onto your own base. Oh dear. Oh dear. One, 2, 3, and then here. Right. So, stuff won't spawn on there. Not a problem I was aware of, but... Oops, we fixed it. Now we can get around to this bit. Feels like that block there should have the torch on. And at some point, we'll get around to discussing what might have gone wrong with this. We're just not quite there yet. Bit of redstone here. Get that on the side if we can. Ugh! And then one here. Okay, here's what I think might be wrong with this thing. Oh look, I discovered some other stuff. It's over here. Oh yeah, and then there's that. So the rails also need fixing. Gotcha. Gotcha. There's supposed to be a torch there. Gotcha. Right. And there's supposed to be an observer here. Wow. Wow, I missed so much. Here's what I think, right? When we power this, our signal decay clock, if we're going to call it that, our pulse extender, that's probably the better term, turns on. And at some point, this thing retracts. I'm just kind of wondering if the timing is unfortunate. If this thing retracts right as another signal comes in, might it actually keep this on? If it doesn't keep it on, it'll definitely turn this thing back on immediately. So I think the issue is we also want a small pulse extender for this part here, which might be easy to achieve. I'm not sure. kind of want one that doesn't interfere with this. And I'm not sure... actually, a repeater. Well, we need it to be longer than that. I think it's time for us to head into another world. And that world should have this thing in it. Why is that highlighted? Is that... Let's turn this off. That's not it. Such... Redstone worlds never stay organised for long, do they? Never for long. In fact, I didn't even create it in this world now that I think about it. It's not that world. It might be in this one. There might be spoilers in here. I'm going to turn off Minecraft for a second. I want to avoid the spoilers. Stun says, no, you use like Malika. Gotta these days, really. Okay. Right, let's get it back on. And let's head over to a location. Exclusive previews. In this case, it was a spoiler. Okay. You know, it sits on the back of a car. Right, here we are. This is where I did all of this stuff. So what I reckon is, if this thing updates, like, let's just imagine that another signal comes in. Oh, do you know what? It's so close that it would have to be really unfortunate timing. Let's try... I should really get a redstone lamp in here to do this. Let's put a redstone lamp there. So when does it turn off? Oh, do you know what? It can't be that. The timing is just ace. Like... Oh, wait. Let's put it back again. So when that's on, it's locked. The TNT's gone before it turns off. So it can't be that, right? Surely it's not that. I don't know what else causes it to break. Other than the TNT blast on either side causing an issue. So I might need a bigger wall of obsidian down the middle on this thing. I'm wondering... Okay, this might be a bad idea. We'll soon find out. Might be a very bad idea. Maybe not, maybe not. Let's see how quickly... Okay, okay. Right, next thing we're going to do... Sprint. Whole day. Oh, it literally broke right as I sprinted. Now, I don't know if that's the sprint interacting with this thing or not, right? That's weird, okay. It probably isn't. The timing of it was a bit unfortunate. Put that there, put this here. Get ourselves a fence gate. We want to make this thing more robust and reliable, don't we? It's still sprinting, that's fine. Interesting how the TNT stayed here. In fact, that is the primed state. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's currently in the primed state. Which I didn't think it could break into. Cybot in chat. Turn on the farm and do a tick sprint. That's literally what we're doing. It's still sprinting as well. So if I put that observer back. Wrong way around. It might... Right, so now it's going continuously. And it's very loud. I don't know if we're going to see it go wrong again. Dunno. Seems to be okay now, doesn't it? Until it breaks, I don't know what's wrong with it, basically. I have an idea, though. Have an idea. Dude, how... This thing's running for a day, isn't it? Can I, like, get it to stop? Yeah, there you go. Right. Here's my other idea. What if we had a way more robust system here? Now, the original one had both trapdoor and water, I remember. Now I think I might know why. But we need to investigate a little bit here, just to remind myself how this works. The other thing is that this... Is this going to let a primed TNT through when it changes? Because... Like, look, I don't fall down. Well, what am I trying to say here? Like, the hitbox, it doesn't completely disappear. Oh, wait, what if it's the other way? What if the thing is here, at this level, when it does that, it will fall through? Why not let it fall on a waterlogged leaf instead of having redstone this close to it? I don't think that's... I think what I'm doing here is probably closer to the problem we have. The thing is, though, we want it... Right, so this is actually the correct way around at the moment. And the redstone points into this. Let's break that. Change this. Waterlog it. Now, the only thing there, as you saw, is that when you open the trapdoor, the water comes out with it, which will probably cause an issue. Let's give it a try, I guess. Oh! Well, that's... Yeah, see, it doesn't break anything now, so including water seems like a good idea. I've got this the wrong way round. Why did I not catch that? Why did I... Like, not see that was wrong? Huh. So we have to invert. We have to keep the redstone torch that we had. That means we've got to find a place to put it and then point its inverted signal into here. And the timing is very precise on this. Now, the other place I can get the exact same timing from is here. And then that points into those redstone blocks without interfering with anything else. But now that... Right, okay, maybe this is where we use this as well, right? So, like, maybe we need that. I'm kind of worried... Well, the blast down below, this is now at least a couple of blocks further away, so that shouldn't break. And then we don't need that there. And it's kind of a little more compact now. Huh. Well, it makes sense, actually. The water changes the timing, right? Like, it's gonna take longer to come out of the water. Ugh. I could, in theory, do this without the water. But, like, there's a reason we want the water there. So, oh boy. Then I have to use a whole different clock. Ugh, it's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly. What if I do that? That'll be a slower decay clock, right? So we're missing the redstone here. This is sometimes one of, like, the less pleasant things about redstone is when you spend ages trying to figure out what the solution is. I've spent so much time on this already to get here, and now it's like, still got problems. Right, we lost a rail. See, now, way too low. Way too low. So, we can't fix it quickly like that, unfortunately. We need a medium, and I don't know what it is. Any ideas, chat? Any ideas? Put a waterlogged leaf in front of the logs. Are you saying for where the TNT lands? Yeah, why did I not do that? Why? Oh my god, I've overcomplicated this. Maybe the only reason is because the blocks themselves might land on it. I do get what you're saying now, though. Huh. I'm sure there was a reason I stopped doing that, because I did do that. I just used obsidian. Ugh. Okay, so nah, I think I remember why. It's because you then shield the bottom blocks, right? If you land it on a block. That's why you don't do it. That's why you need it to drop with no blocks, so you need timing. Lucro says, if only they had suggested that earlier and you read it without dismissing it. Well, I dismissed it for a good reason by the sounds of it. I don't know. I'm a bit stumped on this. Like, this seems to work, but we saw it break. And I don't know why it breaks on occasion. This seems like if it goes wrong, at least the TNT is going to be in water, but not always. Ugh. I don't know what to do. Any thoughts, chat? Do you know why it broke? No, we don't. We don't know why it breaks, really. We know that it breaks, and that's about it. I could run this again, but we know the timing isn't good enough. I just don't see an elegant way to change the timing. We would just make it too long if we go with the other signal decay. Put more comparators on the delay. Maybe that helps. Oh, that's only going to adjust it slightly, though. So it should drop down really early this way. Oh, and it causes that to happen? Why did it do that? Oh, no, it should have enough to make a full. No, it doesn't actually get around. So if you use 3 comparators, although that's on 4 ticks, it should create. Oh, it's because it points back into that. So there isn't really even room to do it there. Huh. Oh, I don't know. Cybot says, I made a clip of it breaking, but it's hard to see what's going on. Yep, it definitely is. Maybe let's just knock this on the head for now. I want to keep it running and do more work on the Autocrafter, but it's just not working out. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I've got to rebuild a lot more here. I think I'm going to prime the TNT dupers, but then leave them. Let's get them. I've got to put a stone wall in here. I don't even think it's worth priming them, actually, until I know what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to leave this one. I'm going to leave it. All right. Need to figure out what on earth's going on with that. I thought I'd just straight up be just fixing it up and running it again, but we don't actually know why it breaks, so it seems kind of pointless. Kind of pointless. Well, that was quick to clean up because we haven't done too much here. Unfortunately, I left it running for a while, but the Autocrafters down here didn't really do much. I can't remember if they were broken or not. Let's have a look. So yeah, that's only got 15, and it's backed up here. So this is actually straight away isn't working. Something's gone wrong here. Has this got a bulb on it, this one? Or did I Oh my god, it's probably that. Yep, it's that. I didn't configure that properly. Might be worth some tick stepping to debug later. The problem is, like, with the tick warp, we did it and it broke straight away, which made me think, did activating it break it? But, like, then we ran it again for a while and it was alright. I've got a feeling... No, there's a flip-flop for this somewhere, so it's there, isn't it? And you get updated from that, which is the storage here. So this thing did not start up correctly, and that should be turned off. Yep, there you go. Let's watch it do its thing. How did I get the items to stay on the shulkers when you break them like that? It's just a mod. Helps you organise your shulker boxes a little better. Okay, so almost at 64. And then we should see the bulb back here turn on very soon. I can't remember if this thing backs up or does it back up into the hopper a certain amount? Yeah, it's the hopper, and it's competing with the signal strength here. So actually, the hopper has to fill up a fair bit too, so there's a bit of supply left in there. That's now done that, so that's turned on. So that's the first bit fixed. That means items should be now flowing into here, but they're not. So because that was broken, maybe the next bit broke too. This clock I found to be really finicky if you don't get it going right. But once it's going, it's okay. It's just kind of hard to remember. Okay, is it going? Am I missing like a comparator here? Yep. Yep, that'll be why. You miss one block and the whole thing breaks. These are complicated contraptions. There we go, there we go. Also, I really should turn that off. Rendering. Ow! Missed the jump, missed the jump. Yeah, looks like that's good now. So, now that that's doing what it's supposed to, this will fill up with planks, and then stuff will start auto-crafting. Dang! Dang, missed a block and the whole thing broke, effectively. An interesting challenge over here. You see how we have this module for creating sticks? It's this one here. I think I'm going to install that on the end of either of these. So this will come out a little bit further, and then it will send the sticks back in, and then that way we'll auto-craft from these supplies. Yeah, so there's that to be built. Okay, this thing just ran out of materials, I'm pretty sure. Like, there is no more stuff trying to get in, because the dupers up top broke, so I need to fix the dupers. Alright, how's my day? It's alright. It's going good. A little frustrated with the project here. It's just, we've done a lot of streams on this, and it's just been a bit of a grind to get all the way there. I want to move on to doing some other stuff around here, you know, some new farms and whatnot. Will there be scaffolding into the hoppers when you remove them over the water stream? Yep. They'll probably just end up at the chest at the end, so I'll grab them at some point. Rightio. Rightio. We moved the spawn chunks over there, by the way. Hoping to do something with some of the other hermits on a live stream at some point. Got some cool ideas for what we want to do with it. It might be one of those times where you just have to leave it and come back to it, says a wash, rain, drop. That's mostly how all of the redstone gets done. Just do it in little bursts and, you know, take a break and get a new perspective on it. There's that wandering trader again. I still haven't found it. That's going to be it for me. I know it's a shorter stream than usual, but I'm quite hungry. I want to go exercise, cook, and eat. And, yeah, not a terribly productive stream, but sometimes it's just like that, and that's okay. One thing I will say, though, is... yeah, let's bring it back for a second. Bring it back. Got to get in the habit of doing this. Alright. Let's unmute and just be like, "Hi, can you hear me? Are you around here?" Pretty sure Impulse is somewhere around here. Impulse! Impulse! Are you here? Are you there? Are you anywhere? Where is Impulse?
Oh, hi. I'm up
There
on
he
top
is.
of my building. I was just free camming, showing off my latest build to my chat.
Hi. Which is
Hi.
your latest build?
Oh, it's just in the mountain there. It's barely poking out there. It's a like secret, not secret bunker that I'm
I see
barely
it.
early stages. No, not judgment time
Yeah.
yet.
Gives me a bit of a Death Star vibe, you know?
Yeah, it kind of does, right? It's like you took like the Death Star and just shoved it in the mountain, and that's the
Yeah.
bunker,
Nice.
right?
That's cool.
Seem to
That's
have a lot of
cool.
those popping up on the server this season.
Yep. Multiple Death Stars. Dude,
Yeah.
I was just wrapping up my stream and I remembered we should meet up and like pass the torch and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, right on. What you been up to?
Not a lot. I just had one of those streams where it didn't really work out. I was trying to fix my TNT dupers because they keep going wrong. They keep blowing up.
Yeah.
And I just can't find the source of it, you know? It's really frustrating.
Oh. Is that the one where you have like a double tree farm and you thought maybe one was affecting the other?
Yes.
Or is that
yeah.
a
Do you
different
want to come see
project?
it?
Okay.
Have
Sure,
you
yeah.
done any TNT duping stuff this season?
No. No,
Okay,
I typically I don't do a lot of TNT duping.
I would like to avoid it too, but it can be very convenient sometimes.
It can be very helpful for sure.
Right, so down into the stump. Woo. Awesome. It's this one right here. Okay. So
Right, okay.
Never tree farms. You know, you can run those without the player nearby. So then I've attached TNT
right.
dupers to them. And they're gonna blow up the blocks as they get pushed out. But they keep going wrong. You know, I leave it AFK for a while and bam, the TNT blows up the duper and it's so frustrating.
How much of it does it blow up?
Enough to stop it from working, unfortunately. Yeah.
Like you don't have to rebuild the entire thing. Is it just like does it just clip the bottom
I have to
of
rebuild
or-
it. I have to rebuild it.
Oh, jeez.
You've given me a thought though. Having one that can survive it going wrong could be really good. And I was messing around with putting water in it so that the TNT, if it goes wrong, blows up in water. But then everything else changes, all the timing, and it was just driving me mad. So I've done very little today.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you leaving a camera account on to load the chunks?
Yeah,
Is that what you're
all of that.
using? Okay.
It's a mystery.
Can
I'm
you
sure
run
I'll-
just one at a time?
Yeah, I've done that as well and watch them go wrong.
And
In fact, we watched
one at a time. It's always fine.
No, we watched one go wrong on my stream earlier.
Oh.
So
Okay, so it's not one affecting the other.
that's what I initially thought. That's why there's some obsidian in the middle.
Yeah.
And False has this same TNT duper in her base and it's working just fine. So
Seems. Have you checked like the server log when it went wrong to see if there's some sort of like tick delay? Like you know what I mean? Like
yeah, I don't think it's going
the
to be
TPS
that.
got real bad and it caused a I don't know what would cause it.
I'll maybe try that at some point. But I appreciate you coming over here and having a look, dude.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if you haven't been doing TNT duper stuff yourself, then it's going to be a bit of a mystery.
not
I
since
imagine.
season 8. I don't think I did.
Did
any
you rule it out?
last
Are you
season,
like
so.
no TNT duping from now on?
I don't know. It depends.
If they had
How bad I
renewable
really
sands,
want stuff.
If they had renewable sand, I think I'd sign up to move on from it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. The fact that that's what got me. It was like at first I was like, no duping, you know, ever.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, they left this in the game on purpose. They could have easily fixed it by now, but they decided to leave it in. So then it became like it's a feature actually. And so that's when I started like changing my like morals about it, I guess. And so now I'm just like, you know, I haven't needed anything this season yet. So that's the main reason I guess I haven't done it. But I still feel just a little icky about it for some reason.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I would like to move on from it. And do you know what? I could probably run that one off of a TNT with dispensers. It just means that I would have to figure out like a way more efficient way to blast all of the blocks. Because when you do it this way, it's just like blow them up, get them all, super easy. And then when you do it with regular TNT, you've got to make it more efficient. And then you run into all those issues with like making sure all the blocks fall into the water and
Yeah. It becomes much more challenging. But
it's never easy.
Even duping, you're having some issues. So,
well, I deserve it if I'm duping.
You gotta earn it one way or another, Xisuma. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can't have it all.
No such thing as a free lunch. You know, that's what they say.
Well, thanks for coming over and having a look again, my dude. What are you up to in your stream?
I'm probably going to start hollowing out so that you saw the Death Star bunker thing there. I need to hollow that out. So inside of that, I'm gonna have basically, and this my stream hasn't heard about this yet, so this is news to them. What I want to make is a biodome inside that. So basically, self-sustained, livable environment that people could actually lock themselves in that ball and live forever, based off of everything inside. So yeah, we're gonna recreate a biodome inside the bunker. Which is part of the lore as well. I don't know if you got a chance to see the lore.
I was just about to ask, is this related to the lore of Cyberpunk City? Because I saw how you tied in AI to it, and it feels to me like you're taking on some of the big questions of the time. And like this biodome sounds like a kind of answer to like sustainability questions.
Yep, I'm fear mongering here.
Wow.
You know, everybody's so scared about AI right now taking over the world. Although it's been, you know, dates back to, you know, Terminator, you know, in the 80s. True. So this has been a nightmare of humankind for a long time. But yeah, this is basically the bunker that the city retreats to as the AI start to take over. And yeah, so the idea is that they need to be able to like live in that bunker until whatever happens. Maybe they can never come out. Maybe you know the AI won the battle.
Are you an AI doomer then?
It makes me nervous. I'll be honest. It does. It makes me nervous.
I'm kind of like this idea that like it just emerging from intelligence that there's like evil there and that it wants to get rid of us. I just think that's a little too sci-fi. I think the consequences will be way more grounded. You know, there'll be like way more regular, obvious things. Yeah. I don't know. I don't buy into this idea that it's gonna decide to wipe us out or something.
Yeah. You know how media is. You know, the fear mongering is what we're gonna get the most of, and the fact that like the creator of AI has concerns of his own creation is what kind of is getting people a little nervous, I think.
They all do. So, They all know that they're playing with fire.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm kind of glad that people are just aware of it, you know? Like, there's been things in the past, like social media. I felt like smartphones and social media, we all kind of sleepwalked into, right? And it's changed us and it's changed the world, and we're not sleepwalking into this one, I hope.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We'll put up our checks and balances a little bit better.
Keep our eyes open, yeah. Go.
Well, you could always ask AI, what's wrong with your TNT tube?
I have used ChatGPT to help me with Minecraft stuff before. It's been interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I programmed an auto clicker with its help. That was awesome.
Oh, nice. Oh, so you had it right, like the what's that code? The auto hotkey code?
Yeah, I was like, how do I get it to do this? And it gives me some code, and I try it, and I'm like, oh, it's almost right. Can it do this instead? Bam, it corrects it, and yeah, it was really good experience.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Awesome. Right, I'm gonna shoot off. I gotta eat. I'm really hungry. So end my stream, and I'll send my peeps over to you.
Cool. Appreciate it. Sounds good.
Thanks for your time, Impulse.
Yeah, you bet. Talk to you later.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.
Alright, yep, that's it, peeps. I'm shooting off, as you know. Drew Dude, by the way, thank you for 33 months. Sending y'all over to Impulse. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, peeps. Bye-bye.